What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andre Ward and Errol Spence Jr. concerning Terrence Crawford. Now, Andre Ward blasts Errol Spence for saying that he is the man at the welterweight division. Okay, and the reason why Andre Ward has blasted Errol Spence, because Errol Spence regards himself as the cash cow, as the big man on campus, as the king at the welterweight division. And the reason for that is, the reason why Andre Ward has said this is because he was like, well, you can't say you're the best man or the baddest man or this, that, and the other, because remember, he used to be the boogeyman. Remember, that was his first title. And he said, you can't do this because you haven't fought Terrence Crawford. And it's strange. It became like a debate because, actually Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley disagreed. And I absolutely loved that. Why? Because it's very seldom that you see two guys that are on the same network. They don't get together first. They have their own beliefs. I like someone that thinks for themselves. Just because you're a part of a particular network or, this or that, you can speak. It's almost like when Paulo Malignaggi was saying how he felt about other fighters that were on Showtime. But at least it showed that they have an individual opinion about certain things, okay, which is great. Okay, so it's one of those things. What do I say about Andre Ward? I think he's absolutely right. I think Errol Spence needs to fight the guy that's the other champion at the welterweight division. Not pretend a sanctioning body's not there like the WBO. Not pretend like, oh, the only reason they're not fighting you is because of Al Heyman. No, I think Errol Spence needs to fight that guy until he wants to know, because he's not considered best pound for pound. Errol Spence isn't. Terrence Crawford is. So that would be paramount for me to get that particular fight, because if he could beat Terrence Crawford, he may be considered the best pound for pound. But then again, I don't think that's more of a legacy thing instead of a business thing. And of course, we know Al Heyman is a businessman and he teaches his flock to be business people. Okay, so I think that Errol Spence should fight Terrence Crawford if he wants to claim those type of titles about himself. That's pretty much me wrapping it up. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.